Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete and certified high performance coach. Well, the four human drivers. Okay, let's put them up here so you can see them. This is how I stay motivated: aliveness, connection, meaningful purpose, and personal growth. Let me break it down so you can apply anything to these four. These four will always win. It's how you get your aliveness, how you make your connections, meaningful purpose, and personal growth. So for me, aliveness, and I'm going to give you a gift at the end of this talk, because this can be used at any place that needs motivation, that would like to know what the four human drivers are and how to apply them to a brighter future. First, aliveness, my morning routine. That brings everything. I can't wait for the morning to start. I drink my water. I do thinking, journaling, and planning. And in between the thinking, I'm mixing in my growth day, which is my 5 to Thrive. I have Brendan Bouchard, my mentor, who is talking to me each day, giving me a new, challenging framework. I have another related video that corresponds or connects or relates to his video. It could be him, it could be one of the other 8 instructors in Growth Day. Then I have 2 thought-provoking questions that helps me to think, because critical thinking will allow you to create. When you start in a mindset of creating, wow, that aliveness just comes to full center. Now, when you look at that, let's look at, hold on here, let me remove this thing. Oops, here we go. I'm removing TikTok. I don't know why that came up, but save the changes. Hold on here. Okay, so journaling, the second one. I think it's so important in a day where we have so much content coming at us. We have between 12 and 60,000 thoughts that go through our head each day. How do you keep them organized? How do you keep sanity? Because you have so much information coming at you. Write it down, get it out. Reading brings it back in, or listening brings it back in. Journaling takes it out. Writing is magical. It's just something that connects the pen with the paper, and the brain just goes to its creative mode. It doesn't matter what you're asking. Now, on Growth Day, it'll prompt you, but you can just write. What did you learn from the previous day? What do you have going the next day? What insights? Just start writing. It's practice. Practice getting the thoughts out of your head and into a piece of paper. I use little journals from, here we go. This is from Amazon, $5. You can get the size that you can put in your purse, put in your knapsack, put in whatever you want. It's small enough to take with you. Instead of defaulting to social media to consume, which is what we all are now doing, is too much consumption, we're now creating. Because if you can get away from your TikTok consumption, your social media consumption, your TV consumption, and you can start creating your life, magical things happen. We're born to create, and journaling helps you to create your bright future. So just start writing. I do it 2 and 3 times during the day. I'm always journaling. I'm not on social media. I don't watch 4 hours of TV, not even anything close. I simply journal. And I've been doing it for 3.5 years since I had my stroke. The thinking time gave me a chance to process it on paper. Growing up dyslexic and ADD, writing was not something I did. This is a new skill that I tried and fell in love with, because the active brain, which a lot of us have with ADHD, requires you to launch it, use it as your superpower, and allow yourself to write will get those thoughts out of your head, because the brain's a wonderful thing, but you gotta put boundaries on it. You have to get focused, and by writing and journaling, it'll help you get focused. And then the next thing on aliveness is exercise. I don't think there's anybody I've ever heard of that says, you can't benefit by exercise. I go to the gym 4 days a week, PT twice a week for 2 hours. So I am active. When I take my breaks, and I do, I'll go to a pedal machine, which helps me to pedal, or I'll go to Power Plate, which is vibration therapy. But exercise activates the brain, gets that aliveness, kicks in. So for the aliveness, it's the morning routine, the journaling, and the exercise. Let's go to number 2, connections. What do we mean by that? I try to connect with 5 people every day. Every day. Call them. Some I text, but it's not the 5. I make physical phone calls. I do a Level Up Your Peer Group training. It's a 5-module course to help you understand the value of leveling up. If you're not growing your relationships, you're standing still, and you can't stand still, you go down. There's no stagnant with relationship. If you're not leaning in, if you're not making those connections, you don't get that human drive that's possible. So when you talk about leveling up your peer group, look for the course. I have plenty of videos out there, and you can look for it. You can search Brendon Burchard. He has plenty out there. That's where I learned it from. But I get up at 3:30, go to bed about 8:30. But here's what I do. I drink water in the morning. And because I am thinking and I'm getting started, I get up early at about 3:30 in the afternoon is when my energy may be going down a little bit, but I shoot it back up. I generate it by making those physical phone calls. That ignites me, gives me that aliveness, because I'm talking emotionally to people. I'm having meaningful conversations, which we'll get into in just a second. So when you look at that, and you can have meaningful conversations, you can always level up your peer group by doing intentional calling to your family, to your friends, to your coworkers, to your clients, to your industry leaders. And you can have those conversations. It just brings a sense of powering that connection. We fall into texting, looking at our phone too much. When we have those meaningful connections, when we have those meaningful conversations, it brings that aliveness to us. And then meaningful pursuit. Now, I talk about clarity. You have to be clear on what you want from life. If you don't have clarity in your life, any distraction will get you off track. Person that's has clarity in their life. They know what they want. They see it every day. Don't just set your goals at the beginning of the year and never look at them. Look at them every day. I look at mine every single day. I have 3 projects I'm always working on, just 3. 5 moves, 3 projects. And I'm looking at them every single day. I put my connections down. I want to make meaningful phone calls. Yes, I text every once in a while, but you'll hear me talk to people. That's where I get that motivation. It just excites me when I can emotionally have a conversation with somebody. But having that clarity, I'll give you a course, and the first is clarity. You got to have clarity in your life because there's so many distractions coming at you. If you don't know what you want, anything will get you off track. We call it being stuck on the busy bus. Get on the purpose plane. The purpose plane has a destination, a vision of where it's going. A bus is going to stop at all kinds of stations along the way. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be distracting. But get vision, clarity. Okay, next, generating energy like I talked about. My energy, I have to manage it because I know I do 3 days in one. I have 3 5-hour days, mini days. So I get 21 days when most get 7 in a week. 21 versus 7, I'll take it any day because I break that day into 3 days. I have 3 distinct chunks that I work on. It's in my journal. I carry it with me all the time. I look at it, always perfecting it, always getting better, always trying to improve. And when you do that, you have incredible motivation. Okay. Growing your courage. This is a very under probably talked about. Courage comes with doing things. Doing things like in the journal that I use for Brendon Burchard, it's going to ask for one thing a day that I don't remember the exact words on it, but a tough thing that I need to do today. Each day, if you're doing a tough, challenging conversation, doing something that you don't want to do, you start getting more confident. And when you get more confident, you get more courageous. And just to look at how courage is so important. I was listening to Erica Kirk speak. Her husband was murdered. Did that take courage to get up there and forgive the person that murdered her husband? You better believe it. Did it take courage to speak less than 2 weeks after your husband was murdered? Yes, it does. You don't wake up one day and be courageous. You do it day in and day out. She did it every single day for the last how many years. So when that moment that nobody ever wants, when you lose a spouse and you're called to speak a couple days after, that's courage. And courage is a muscle that you've got to work each day. That's why somebody like that has so much aliveness. Even faced with the most tragic thing you never want to have happen. When you have to when you have to go deep inside, you better have been building that courage because it's easy to say, I don't want to do it because it's tough. But the first time you lean into something that's uncomfortable, you get a little bit more confident. Then when you get more confident, you get more courageous. And to be an entrepreneur, not to switch, but just to kind of bring it back to courage is so important. Here, Elon Musk's story in 2008, almost bankrupt all his companies. Fast forward a few years, he's crushing it. But did it take courage to get through that tough time where most people might wither? He got better. And that's working that muscle. working that muscle, growing that courage. And finally is growth. This is probably more important than any of them, because if you're growing, you're living. Personal growth, like we do at Growth Day, every single day I do the 5 to Thrive. Every single day I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm being taught by the best. And when you're not staying the same, you're growing, you're getting better. That aliveness is just contagious. I can't wait for every single Monday morning to start, because it's the week ahead. It's the challenge. But you practice this, practice growth, personal growth. I'll give you a link and you can go and you can try it for 7 days. And I'm also going to give you a gift, a $300 gift, because the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And the first step is leaning into personal growth, leaning in to, I want to get better. I want to learn. I want to grow. And if you can get that kind of mindset, the aliveness kicks in and you're so motivated. Sometimes you're too motivated, but it's beautiful. I journal 3 wins a day. So because life can pass fast, I'm 68. I can remember high school, and now I'm 68. Life flies. So you got to anchor yourself in your wins. For the last year and a half, maybe 2, I write down my 3 wins for the day. So I could go back and look at my wins. Remind yourself of the good things that are happening, the wins that you have. We get plenty of knockdowns. We get plenty of times when it's not so good. So remind yourself when you're winning. And when you remind yourself you're winning, you draw that aliveness. You draw that driver, that human driver that's so important. And the last is coaching. Coaching and mentoring. If you don't believe in that, you're not reaching your full potential. Every single high performance person has coaches. We pretend to want to say, I don't need a coach. I can do it by myself. There's no such thing as a solo entrepreneur. It's a team effort. And teams and high performers have coaches, lots of coaches. The top performers, I have a lady, Deborah Morton in Rotary, has 3 coaches, 3. And she's a top performer because she invests in herself. She believes in herself. She's willing to put resources towards her growth. Plenty of mentors out there, but coaching is going to challenge you. It's going to make you accountable. You'll disappoint yourself before you'll disappoint others. So a coach is going to push you, is going to challenge you. He's going to give you a perspective like Mark Matthews did for me. Incredible. Christy Haas did for me. These Drew, I'm lacking his name, but Drew, you know who you are, made a significant difference, transformation in me. Invest in yourself, in this brighter future. The sky's the limit. So if you want to get a strategy session, all right, so go to pkane.me/SS. I'm offering this for you to see what you want, to give you some clarity, to help you get very focused, because the future is bright. So many things happening. You don't want to miss out because you're not clear about your future. Now, here's the course I'm going to give you. All right. Go to pkane.me/connect. And when you go there, use the word gift. That's my gift to you. A $300 course, 12 sessions, high performance habits mastery. vocal points, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. Then physiology mastery, psychology mastery, persuasion mastery, purpose mastery, productivity mastery, and finally the mindset of a high performance person. The future is bright. Invest in yourself. Know the 4 human drivers of aliveness, connection, meaningful purpose, and growth. And your future is bright. Now, if you know, let me see if I can put this up. Hold on here. There we go. Go to pkane.me/growth day. And you can try it for 7 days. See what investing in you. See what Brendon Burchard for 7 days helping you to grow. Being able to take challenges, being able to take his high performance habits course, all that. And then when you want to invest in yourself, it's $50 a month. And that will be the best investment you could ever make in your life. That's Growth Day. Now, the Connect course, go pkane.me/connect. Use the word gift, and you'll get a $300 course. And if you'd like me to come and speak to your organization on the 4 human drives, put the word media. Let me see if I can get it up here. I think I can. Let's see. Media. Not yet. Hold on here, Nelly. All right, hold on here. Here we go. Media. Do I have it? Oh, man, I need to. No. Put the word media after pkane.me, and you'll be able to inquire about me coming to speak to your group or organization. Thank you. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun.